What about Joshua? Do you think he'd fight Martin if he comes out on top in September?
Joshua's been offered the fight, and I said no in Congo. So I'm told.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose for Joshua, if he wins in September, he'll have more to lose at that point.
Joshua will fight bigger fish. Joshua's got. Nobody wants to see their third fight. Come on, he gets schooled in the two fights. Although he's slightly better in the second one, he still got beat handily enough. The fight Joshua wants is Fury because it's massive in the UK. But will Fury fight on? If he lost to Usyk, I don't know. And even if he didn't, he'd be out the ring for a long, long time, and he'd have a rest and a break. I mean, he could be out the ring for another 8, 9 months, 10 months. It could be next November.
Those are the words of Billy Nelson, the trainer of Martin Bakole, and he claims that Martin Bakole and the team reached out to AJ, asked him, offered the fight to him, and AJ, according to them, turned it down. And let me counterpunch. I think the speculations of someone like Joshua has to be in a position that makes sense for him. It sounds good. Maybe it did happen, but at the same time, there's reasons other than swerving or ducking why Joshua, if Joshua turned the fight down. How and why? Well, for one, where has AJ been? Okay, for the last year. He fought 3 times last year. Now, to be fair, a lot of those fights, because he fought Franklin, he fought Helenius, and he fought Weiland, right? One of those fights could have been Martin Bakole. Martin Bakole's been calling out fighters, and now we've seen negotiations that was offered. Now, he could have been one of them, but I think the point was not to get someone dangerous, because if Martin Bakole did do what he said he did in sparring, they knew they're not an idiot. No, we're not going to do that to AJ, because we're trying to build AJ. We're trying to get him prepared, get his confidence back so he can do exactly what he's been doing, okay? Because he's looked good this year. We'll see how and what he does next month, okay, against Daniel Dubois, okay? But up until now, he's looked good, and I think it was a right approach for AJ. And the belts, think about it. Martin Bakole doesn't have anything to offer, probably besides a loss or a tough-ass fight, right? So there's nothing for AJ to really want from Martin Bakole. Martin Bakole needs these fighters. These fighters don't need Martin Bakole, especially seeing what he did to a prospect like Anderson. Anderson got destroyed by Bakole. Now, is that the beginning? The start of a beginning of annihilation of fighters? We'll see what he does when he's in there with somebody bigger, someone in there that can bang, someone in there that could give him a shot or two like he can give his shots off, okay? Bombing, throwing bombs as well. So we'll see what he does later on. So it looks good. The Martin Bakole train is trucking, okay? It's moving. It's moving like a locomotive, And them saying, well, AJ didn't want that fight. Well, AJ is in position to fight for a belt. So, no, he's not going to fight Martin Bakole. Now, it makes sense for him not to fight Martin Bakole. You know what I mean? Because Martin Bakole has nothing to offer. Martin Bakole is a guy that he's dangerous. You know what I mean? And I don't think that would have been a smart move for Team Joshua to take on Martin Bakole. It would have been bold. It seems like something that Joe Joyce would have done. That's why he was fighting guys like Zhilei Zhang, okay? Because Zhilei Zhang was that next massive guy, and we've seen how dangerous he is, and he's been putting dudes away, just like he did Joyce, just like he did Wilder. So Martin Bakole versus Zhang looks like that type of fight I would love to see, because again, you got someone big, you got someone massive, you got someone that can bang, that has punching power. So let's see if Mark Bakole can take it as well as give it. But as far as AJ swerving or ducking, I just don't think it makes sense, even if he did. But you guys tell me what you think of Billy Nelson claiming that AJ ducked Martin Bakole and did not want that fight when it was offered to him. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.